Welcome to Q&A practice. Let's get started with some for-voice material. We'll start with the plaintiff. Ready? What does that sun shelter? Well, let me strike that. Can you describe the sun shelter that you just referenced in general terms and the differences between it and the products at issue in this case? I believe the sun shelters have fiberglass poles similar to the normal camping tents, and then it's got a fabric enclosure similar to a tent, but not all four sides. So fiberglass poles, does it use fiberglass poles for the corner supports and the roof supports, or just one or the other? Well, there's really not a corner support or roof support. It's usually 2 or 3 poles that go across, and okay, I think I have a general idea of what you're describing. So look at Deposition Exhibit 8 and particularly at the first item or product that's listed, XYR273LU. You would not conclude that that's a 12 by 12 canopy of the type at issue in this case. I can tell it's a 12 by 12. I don't know if it's the same as the canopy in the case. Do you make these sun shelters in 12 by 12s? I believe so. Okay, and I take it you can't tell for sure sitting here today whether the products described in Deposition Exhibit 9 are products that are at issue in this case today. For the same reasons I couldn't on number 8. Okay, what I've just put before you has been marked as Deposition Exhibit 10. It's entitled Ryder North US LLC's Responses to Plaintiff's First Set of Interrogatories. Is that fair? Yes. I would direct your attention to page 13, okay, interrogatory number 7, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it asks Ryder North US to identify when it first became aware of the patent that's at issue in this lawsuit. Is that a fair characterization? Yes. And the answer is that Ryder North, I'll just read this into the record, quote, Ryder North did not become aware of the patent in suit or plaintiff's accusations of infringement until a letter dated August 10, 2002 was received from Samuel C. Smithton regarding this lawsuit. Enclosed with that letter was a copy of the original complaint filed in this action. Did I read that correctly? Yes. Do you believe that to be an accurate statement? That sounds about the right time. Do you know whether you reviewed this interrogatory response before it was provided to counsel for Westbrook and Pacific? Let me try to find a date for you. Well, on or around June 13th, 2005. Say the question again. Did you review this interrogatory response before it was provided to counsel for Westbrook and Pacific on or around June 13th, 2005? Yes, I believe so. Were you the source of the information for the response to interrogatory number 7? I probably was. I don't remember the exact date. And that's fair. It was a long time ago. Yesterday was a long time ago. Sorry. All right, what I've put before you is Deposition Exhibit 11. It is U.S. Patent Number 645112761. Have you ever seen this patent before, Steve? Which topic is this one on? The date and category, top of 21, the date and circumstance in which Ryder North became aware of the 635 patent. And how is that relevant to that topic? Well, I guess you'll find out. All right, go ahead. Have you ever seen this patent before, Steve, which is Deposition Exhibit 11? I believe so. If you look on the first page, it lists the assignee as Ryder North Limited. Do I have that right? What do you mean by assignee? Let me just direct you. Oh, no. I thought you. Okay. Yeah. So Ryder North Limited is the owner of this patent. Is that fair? Is that your understanding? That's my understanding. The inventor is listed as Doug Van. I probably did not pronounce that correctly. I can't even tell you who did. Do you know if he's an employee of Ryder North Limited, Ryder North US, or Ryder North China? I don't know that. Okay, and if you look down a little bit further in that first column, I'll just direct you. Here's the application filing date, which is April 1st, 1998. Did I get that correct? Yes. Okay, now if you'll just page through this document with me, on the second page there are a bunch of pictures. On the third page, bunch of pictures. On the fourth page, there are a bunch of pictures. Okay, and then starting on the fifth page, there's a column 1 that's entitled Releasing Device. Do you see where I am? Right here? Yeah, right there. Okay, okay, and below where it says Releasing Device, it says examples of the prior art. Do I have that correct? Yes. And if you just read that first paragraph to yourself, let me know when you're done. Okay. All right, we'll get back to this one. And now let's do some more four voice practice from a different transcript. All right, and we will start with the plaintiff. Ready? Now, Ron used to hang around a lot, as we understand it. Do you remember that? Ron Diaz? Homeless? The homeless guy? Yeah, yes. Did he, how often would he hang around? Well, he was giving him a home. Okay, he didn't have a home. I understand. He used to come in and, you know, we let him in there too. How? So would he be there like every day? Sometimes he was there, sometimes he wasn't. When I worked, sometimes he was there, sometimes he wasn't. It all depends. All right. I don't know. And when he would come inside, what would you just let him watch TV? You know, he used to watch TV and that's it that he was doing. Would he ever drink anything? Beer. Okay. Sometimes when he had money, he drank beer and that was it. Okay. Sometimes he offered to help me with the cases of beer. All right. And other than sitting and watching TV, did he do anything else? Not when I was there. Did he speak with other people when he was inside? I'm very sure he did. I didn't pay attention. There was some discussion that they thought he had been in jail before. Did anyone ever tell you that? I never knew he was in jail before. Did you ever talk with him at all? I talked to him, but I never knew he was in jail. You were able to communicate okay with him? Yeah, okay. And when he used to get drunk, I tell him, get out of here. I don't want you around. All right, that's it. I want to ask you about something that happened in August of last year, August 25th. Do you recall this young man to my right, Investigator Jones, asking you if you could help him purchase narcotics, cocaine, anything like that? I probably threw him out. If he asked me, I probably threw him out. Okay, I really don't remember. But as you sit here today and you think about it, do you recall one way or the other whether he did or not? No, I don't remember. People used to come to me and I always say the same thing to every single one of them when they come to me. Do you ever recall telling him that you knew that Ron was, a street dealer? I say that? No, I didn't say that. All right, you don't recall making any kind of statement like that? No, no, no. All right, do you recall telling him words to the effect of that you didn't want to even discuss this because you didn't want to get into any trouble? Yes, I don't want to discuss drugs. I don't want to see drugs when I work, ever when I get my bar and after I work for Mr. King. I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. Did you say that you recognized Investigator Jones, who is sitting next to Mr. Van, as someone who would come into the bar? Yeah, I seen him couple of times maybe. Okay, maybe more than that, I don't know. Okay. And that will conclude our Q&A practice.